Welcome back to Going Off Grid My Way. Today is Tuesday. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't work tomorrow. We're supposed to get rain sometime tonight into tomorrow. I worked outside until dark. I got the rest of the plywood screwed down. I got the rest of the sheets I was missing filled in. I got the end wall that meets up with the old roof half done, and I started putting a 2x6 fascia on, and I extended the truss runners for the fascia. Then I came inside and I started filling in all these knee walls. I got the whole bathroom area filled in. I actually came in and let me see if I can show you here. I doubled up a couple of these 2x6 or 2x4x16s. I did do a measurement. There was a little bit of sag in the middle, so I ended up running two 18-footers to a post here. Well, sorry about the light. To a post here, and then a post that's on the wall. The post behind me, I eventually will be cutting a tree down and stripping the bark off, smoothing it out, staining it, and I'll be using that for the actual post, just to give it a little rustic look. The rest of this I'll just cover in some knotty pine or something and make it look good, just to give it that old cabin feeling with a beam running across. I also filled this knee wall all the way to the end, from one end to the other, with plywood, and got that all covered and screwed down. I have 2 sheets wide, almost the full length of the second floor up, and screwed down wherever there was boards to screw to. The boards that'll go underneath here, I still have plenty of flexibility in the plywood and plenty of room to slide the trusses underneath. Just trying to make everything stable, get it all where I need to be so I can see what I'm still going to need for materials, because I am going to be short on a few things. I didn't realize it, but when I had help over here the other night, they ended up cutting a couple of my 18-footers and used them for 16-footers. So that shorted me a couple. I believe there was 3. And then I ended up using 2 of them, so now I'm 5 short on that for the back trusses. And I was also planning on using the old plywood off the old roof for the floor, but there's just so much tar, staples, and nails in it. It's not worth my time to try and save it for that. And for a floor, you want it nice and smooth, so I ended up using the new sheets that were meant for the back. So I'm going to be a few sheets short on that, which really isn't a big deal because it'll be probably 2 weeks before I get that back done. Not in as big of a hurry with that. I'd like to have it done now, but gotta have all the materials to do it. I did not get the underlayment on. That is definitely a 2-person job. I tried every way I could think of to do it myself, but with the storm coming in, it's been pretty windy all day and it just kept pulling it down off the roof, so I wasn't flying off after it, so I gave up on that. But I also got the wood stove in its permanent place, just temporarily, just to line everything up. I used my old stove pipe. I may use that for a while. I used it's a 6-inch pipe, and then I have a not a reducer, but what do you call it? That goes from a 6 to an 8. Even though it's still going to be a 6-inch pipe, it's just to fill that gap for that ring, because it was originally for an 8-foot or 8-inch pipe, and I don't have 8-inch pipe, so that's just using it for a filler right now. I got to cut a couple pieces of plywood for this spot. There's just a piece laying over top right now, and then I got to cut a piece for that side. And then we'll be building a frame around that going up the second floor, well, through the second floor up to the roof. And then I also have a chimney box. I don't know how well you can see it, for my pipe already built. It's just got to be attached to the roof once I figure out exactly where that's going to be coming out, and I get the rest of the pipe so I can line it up perfectly before I put that on. I'll have to put the pipe in first, and then I'll slide that over top, and then I can plywood it and everything once it's up there. Tomorrow I will be finishing this back wall here, the end wall, getting that covered, getting the overhang on the side and the fascia boards up. Then we will be getting the underlayment on tomorrow for sure. Lindsay will be here helping me with it. So that's the plan. I'm ready to get a few sheets of drywall. I may end up doing that this week if I have a few extra dollars. Just about out of nails again, so I'm gonna have to decide on what's priority here. I do want to get the insulation in this outside face or outside knee wall, and I want to get the plywood, or not plywood, but drywall up, and start getting this place sealed in so I can start heating it pretty soon. If I can get drywall in this room alone and close off the bathroom and the hallway, then I can at least heat this while I still work on the rest of it. So lots of things to do. Like I said, it's after 3 in the morning. When I couldn't work outside anymore, I came in the house and started doing stuff in here. But I'm gonna call it a day. I hope you guys enjoy the update. I'll keep posting as I make more progress. We should have some big changes here once I get the outside all closed off on the front side of the house and get the underlayment on. I'll be working on the trusses for the back side and putting those up a couple at a time. I've only got a few mending plates left. When I ordered them, I bought out everything that they had at 2 different stores, and I knew it wasn't going to be enough. It was enough to do the front and start the back, but that's about it. So once I get the rest of those, I'll be able to finish that. Like I said, I'm going to need a couple more boards and a couple more sheets of plywood. But other than that, everything's going good. It's not easy doing this by myself, but making do with what I got, using the skills that I've learned over the years and making it work. So hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna get off here and, like I said, call it a day. I just hope it doesn't rain tonight and doesn't rain in the house again. Talk to y'all later.